What's going on?
Oh, geez.
Episode 39, day after Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Starting it off.
Yeah, and Hanukkah's all over. All
Happy
that
Kwanzaa,
good stuff.
if
Yeah, I
you're
think that's
celebrating.
today.
Yeah, I saw
today.
the thing for it.
But
then also, it might be, is it multiple nights? Because they have a bunch of candles too, right?
I think. I'm not really sure. I don't want to insult anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to offend anyone, but, happy whatever you celebrate.
Yeah.
But Merry Christmas. This is going to be a Christmas-themed episode. You probably saw in the title. We are going to be doing our Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies. I'm very, very excited about it. And, the past week, the past month, been watching a lot of Christmas movies. So, I got a lot in the bank. So we'll see. We'll see what it comes down to the top 4.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of tough to narrow it down to 4, honestly.
It is.
I think I do, however, think that mine might be a little controversial.
Okay.
As always.
Yeah, I can't get through an episode without being a little controversial ever, I think.
Happens. What are you going to do? You win some, you lose some, as Big Sean says.
Yeah. So
as everyone says, but
we're going to kick it off with the birthdays. These people were not lucky enough to be born. Imagine being like the mother, you're going in labor the day after Christmas. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Who knows? Some start like
exactly. It could have been on Christmas.
Well, yeah, like depending on the time, they could have went into labor. It's like, oh my God, I just opened up my new Matchbox cars.
Oh yeah.
That's how I kind of expect it to go. I don't know why a mother would get a Matchbox car, but
right. Hey. So yes, happy birthday, December 26th to Chris Daughtry. Rock pop star guy.
American Idol should have been winner.
Yeah, like really popping.
Was that the same season as Carrie Underwood? The one Carrie Underwood won, or no? I don't think it was.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes.
I have no idea though.
I don't know either. I remember there was a lot of controversy for that when he got eliminated because he was obviously the best one there, but there was speculation that he got eliminated because he had his band already, Daughtry, prior to American Idol, which was kind of weird. So I guess they thought it was like a handicap or something. But
I got it. Makes a little sense.
But yeah, happy birthday to Christopher Evan Daughtry.
Okay, Christopher Evan Daughtry is Mike's guess, and I'm gonna go. How old do we think he is too? That's an interesting one.
I remember.
Right. It was 40.
Looking, yeah, he's 40, and I was very surprised by that.
I'm gonna go Christopher Robert Daughtry.
Oh, I kind of want to change mine, but I'm not going to change it. But I'll tell you my other guess after.
Okay, we were both incorrect.
Okay, if my other guess was right, I'm gonna be pissed.
It is Christopher Adam Daughtry.
Okay. I was not. My other guess was Ethan for some reason.
All right.
For some reason, I thought E.
Christopher E. Daughtry. No, it's Christopher Adam Daughtry.
Dang.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, though. And we're sticking with the music trend, actually. So a lot of great musicians born on this day. Lars Ulrich, who does this. Bing! The drums for Metallica. I'm not going to guess his middle name. And no offense, I'm confident that you will. You won't either. Because he's...
Oh, you know it, right?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Because he's Danish, I think.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I thought you were saying you're not actually going to guess at all.
Oh no, I'll guess it, but I'm not going to be right.
Okay.
I'm going Lars Hans Ulrich. That's about all I got.
Yeah, it's very hard to think of foreign names.
It's a tough one.
So I'm going to say his full name is probably Lawrence.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
There's a kid in my high school who went by Lars, and his name was Lawrence.
Why not Larry?
He then switched to Larry in high school, but in like intermediate school, he was Lars. So maybe a little identity crisis. Sorry if you're listening to this, Lawrence/Larry/Lars, but I doubt it.
Yeah, he should be though.
Lars Cars. No. My real guess, Lawrence. I don't even know.
It's tough, right?
Austin. Lawrence Austin Ulrich.
No way. I'll give you $100 if you're right.
Oh, we have a no middle name.
Oh, come on.
That would have been I feel like that would have actually been a kind of strong guess.
That would have been actually.
And his real name is Lars, so I was off the mark there too. So negative points for me.
Yeah, negative points. That's a bad news Bears. Speaking of bad news Bears.
Good one.
That was actually pretty good especially for me. On this day, Bad News Bears, a baseball movie. So this has to do with baseball. You dig? 1919.
101 years ago.
101 years ago. The Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, they reach an agreement to move future Baseball Hall of Famer, pitcher, slugger, GOAT, Babe Ruth to New York for $25,000.
There it is. There's the kicker.
That's it. So it's like, yeah, sure. Here's Babe for $25K. That was it. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. $25K back then is a large amount of money.
Yeah.
But for one of the best to ever play baseball, that's it.
No other players. And it wasn't the other thing about it wasn't like he was a free agent. I don't know exactly how stuff worked back then, but it was pretty much just like, yeah, actually we'll take that cash instead of having this amazing player on our team.
Yeah. And like how he was still really young back then.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like he still had like his whole career ahead of him because he played so long with the Yanks. We're gonna have Jay fact check it real quick.
Yeah, he was 24.
Dude, 24 years old. That's literally his whole career left.
Yeah, that's
for $25K.
That's crazy.
Wow. I don't even have words for that. It's just that's explains a lot why the Red Sox were cursed for so many years.
Yeah. Rightfully so, being big dumb idiots. You get a big long curse put on you.
Seriously. And there was also, I think, like a lot of other like controversy and stuff like that on the Red Sox end. Why the curse was so deep in an actual thing.
Yeah.
But then 2004, but we won't talk about that.
That was exciting.
At least I got a good movie out of it, Fever Pitch.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Speaking of movies, I'll just get it out of the way now. Next week, next month, next year.
Yes.
We are doing our own movies again. That episode was fun, wild, out there. So we're going to do the movie cast thing.
Makin Movies was the title. I think that we're going to stick with, maybe. I don't know. Until we think of something better. But yeah, very excited. This, again, is the last episode of 2020.
Crazy.
It's big time. We're all hoping 2021 is a much better year, but the Nisto Bros will still be here, and we will be still putting out episodes every Saturday. So January 2nd.
Mm-hmm. 2nd.
Be here.
Mark your calendars. Get your hot chocolate. Get your movies. Get your Snuggies.
Yes.
We don't have Nisto Bros Snuggies, but maybe we should.
But we do have Nisto Bros hoodies, and
look at that hoodie.
Wearing one of the new designs. Nisto Bros established 2020. But now it's gonna be 2021. We're gonna be 1 year old, kind of, not really, but
I can't wait to get mine.
yeah, I'm ecstatic, very soft on the inside. I'm loving it.
Jealous.
So yeah, click the link in the description of the podcast. Go to our Instagram. It's in the bio. Buy some merch. I know
Do it.
Not Christmas. If maybe, hey, you missed some a Christmas gift. You're not seeing someone. Maybe it's taking a little while to get there, and you don't get to give it to them on the day that you guys see them.
Sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, unfortunately, I did not get you any Nista Bros merch, but
it's all right. It's all right.
I'm still very excited about your gift, though.
Oh my goodness gracious! This hand sanitizer shot out like a rocket.
Nisto drinks.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I finally went to Dunkin'. I did this almost a week ago now. It was on Monday. Sugar plum macchiato from Dunkin'. I went hot. I've only seen the ads for the iced where it shows like the layers of it being like purple and then like brown. Like, I don't really know what a macchiato is. I said that on the episode, but there was definitely like a very fruity taste to the sugar plum. Also, question, have you ever had a sugar plum?
No.
Don't even know what it is, to be honest with you.
It's probably not even real.
Yeah. So it's just like a flavor, whatever. I mean, I made the thumbnail of the video like actual, like I typed in sugar plums because I didn't want to mislead them and put like a picture of the iced. And that's the only picture I could find because otherwise it would just be a coffee cup. Anyway.
Right.
It was weird. It was very weird, but it was also good at the same time. I've talked about this before. I think you've probably had an experience like this where there's like two different kind of flavors there and you like both of them, you think, but then they don't go together. When you have the whole finish in your mouth, Yeah, don't say finish in your mouth, Austin, all right? Fruity coffee. What would you think about having a little bit of fruity taste in your coffee, Mike?
You have really been pushing the boundaries lately. Oh my goodness.
What episode was that?
I think that was last episode.
No, I think it was on the live. It was the live,
which was, I think, like 3 or 4 episodes ago. I did a spit take. There was a real life spit take, and we posted that clip on the Instagram. So definitely check that out. That was funny. To answer your question, fruity coffee, no, that's a no for me, dog.
And my final analysis on it was like, it doesn't really check the holiday boxes. Like I wouldn't pick it as like my featured holiday beverage if I was going to like be like, I'm gonna go to Dunkin', I'm gonna get this really nice holiday beverage. I'm not gonna pick the sugar plum. It was a little weird, but not that bad in the end of the day. There's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I don't really think of like fruity drinks for coffee. It's like it's a miss for me. It's a miss for me. So without giving us the score, like where do you think? Like it's like a good, average, no, like
not bad.
Not bad. Did it get a passing score?
It did get a passing score.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of passing score, my friend Charlie, who insisted on me having
a little homemade cooking.
Yeah. So, and I thought it was appropriate too at the time because it was posted yesterday on Christmas. So, a little homemade cooking. It was pre-recorded post on Christmas. Why not? Yeah. So he made me his like famous eggs. He calls them. They're famous apparently. But he made this massive omelet. I say it in the episode and I show it. It's 5 eggs, ostrich eggs. I have no idea.
Wow.
It was a huge omelet. He even said, he's like, I have never made an omelet that big. And he's like, I had trouble. You okay? Yeah. she made a face. Go ahead, proceed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is your house. Okay, so since you're the coffee connoisseur, what are your thoughts on fruity coffee?
Disgusting.
Okay.
I don't like fruit in general, though, so I'm the wrong one to ask.
Okay, but I still think that's pretty accurate. Anyway, yeah, he's like, I needed like a bigger spatula to flip it. I just like watched him at one point try and flip it with just like a regular spatula, and like he struggled. It was pretty funny. So not only did I almost drop it when I did like the little this thing, he almost did it in the making of. It was nuts. But I really liked it. It was different. Like he had like oodles of sausage in there. I don't even know if oodles is a word.
It is.
Okay, good. And then like he's like so into like putting spices and stuff like that. And I'm about it. I was like, dude, do you, whatever you want to do it. So he made it. It was huge. And I liked it. So if you guys know my friend Charlie, tell him to make you an omelet. Maybe not 5 eggs.
Yeah. Was it?
However, I did finish it.
Was you?
Because I'm a big
Okay.
boy.
I have 2 questions. I have 2 answers. Okay. Would you consider them like? Do you think you could be famous for them?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because he said
probably
his famous eggs. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. So I think yes, because there's so many different things you can throw into an omelet.
Okay.
So like the eggs itself, yeah, phenomenal. So then like if you had like, I don't know, bacon instead of the sausage, you put that in there, or both, which I would really love, or ham, or all kinds of things. Like, you know, he just had with what he had, you know what I mean? But like if he had the world at his, you know,
if the world was his oyster,
yeah, then I think so.
Okay. And that was actually kind of my second question too. Is it just sausage and cheese? Was there cheese in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I believe it was just American or cheddar. I can't remember actually.
That's fine.
But
yeah.
it was
That's
it was
what I was
very
just
good.
wondering. That sounds good to me. A sausage and cheese omelet.
It was very good. A little spice stuff
with oregano.
I don't think
paprika.
That was a character from Blue's Clues.
Okay.
I don't think oregano was though. I don't know. I'm not gonna
salt, pepper, ketchup.
Yes, I did salt, pepper, ketchup it.
Whoa.
Actually, I think he made it with salt and pepper, so
right,
I didn't.
That's what I meant.
But we did a little squiggles of ketchup over the top.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was what?
It was good. Oh my Lord, that one kind of hurt and it kind of echoed. Probably just made the neighbors mad here in New Jersey, but it's all right. It's New Jersey.
So I think it's time.
It's time. Mount Rushmore, Christmas movies. I think we're going to agree on at least, I think 2.
I think 2 also, but also it might be only 1.
Oh, wow. All right. I mean, you want to kick us off then? You start us off with 1.
Sure. I have my number, and obviously the Mount Rushmore is never ranked, but the first one that I am going to choose, it's a Christmas story. It has to be. I have to go for it. I tweeted yesterday, actually, pretty hilarious, I think. I said, hey, what do you know? A Christmas Story is on, because, you know.
I actually think that 2 channels were having a 24-hour marathon of it. Which
I think
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's always on, but I always love that it's always on, and I always make sure, and you know, it's good that you'll always be able to catch it. And I really love the movie. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Obviously, you know, all that. I think it's just a great, wholesome. You know, there's just so many good parts to it too. I just really love the movie in general.
We're starting the controversy right away because it's not in mine.
Okay.
It's not in mine.
Hey,
And
then actually, I'm not sure if we're gonna have two.
personally, this is where I'm going to get a lot of hate. I don't particularly care for the movie.
Wow.
I don't care for it because of the reasons that you mentioned that you actually like, that it's always on. And I hate that. It's always on. It's overplayed. I just think it's overhyped, overrated.
I feel like it isn't really that on that much in the build up to Christmas though. Maybe I'm just not watching enough television.
I feel like it has been in previous years, but for whatever reason this year, I didn't really see it on at all, except for Christmas Day, where 2 channels had the marathon on at the same time. But either way, it's good, but it's just like
it's over. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
You know, it's like John Cena and Roman Reigns. You know, like they're the guy. They're good. But when they're being forced onto you and all the time, it's just like, that's when I'm like, you know, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I got you.
You know?
I think I'm one of the reasons is that it's just a classic for me, you know, and it's also like, and the fact that it is like the 24-hour marathon on Christmas, it's just like so ingrained in personally, I think. But I can definitely see your point though. I can definitely see your point. Yeah, I don't think you'll get that many death threats for that one though.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. I think there's going to be at least 2.
Okay.
At least two. My first one, of course, no order. My first one, I have to go with Home Alone.
Okay.
But I'm going to say this too. To keep the, you know, since we're limited to 4, I'm putting it as 1 and 2 because I don't want to put both in there. I love them both. I don't even count the third. Excuse me, my voice stopped working because that's how bad the third one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
No more Macaulay Culkin.
Just don't. I don't even think the kid's name is Kevin. In the movie.
They just like totally read. They shouldn't include it. They shouldn't include it in the.
It's doo doo.
Yeah.
It's just doo doo. Okay. None of the actors and actresses are the same. Honestly, I didn't even watch it all the way through because it just turned me off. Like the kid was different. I was like, oh, this sucks, but I'll give it a chance. And then they called him like Marco or something. I made that up. I'm pretty confident his name wasn't Kevin.
Oh man.
So I'm like, this is garbage, you know. So it's out of here. So 1 and 2 Home Alone, the OG, of course, and then the one where he goes to New York. So good. Just so good.
Yeah.
So out there, so unrealistic, but so good.
Yeah.
Just so good.
And I'm actually going to agree here on Home Alone being on my Mount Rushmore.
1 and 2?
I was actually going to say just 2.
Oh, wow.
Just Home Alone 2. I'm a bigger fan of Home Alone 2. I think all of the hotel shenanigans that he gets into is a little bit more entertaining to me than all the stuff he does around town in Chicago. Obviously, we're from New York. Maybe that's a little bit of bias I have, you know, around his being around New York City. I kind of like the pigeon lady more than like the neighbor guy, shovel guy.
Old Man Marley. That's what they call him.
Yes. And yeah, I just overall liked Home Alone 2 a little bit better. Obviously, Home Alone is a classic, just the first one as well. But I think that's a rare one where the well, not rare. There's a couple instances, but, you know, where the sequel lives up and in my case, I think is even better than the original. You know, a lot of times there are sequels that.
I'm trying to think of other sequels that are like just as good or better. I thought of The Incredibles.
Yeah,
I remember we saw The Incredibles 2 together at your school. And I remember walking away, both of us really enjoying it.
Yes, I liked it too.
Though I haven't seen it since, so I'm not really sure if I would still like it, but I'm sure I would.
Yeah. But there it is. So we kind of agree. I was thinking in my head going into it though that I wanted to leave it at 2, but then I wasn't sure if we would like talk about you know, they're just gonna be together. But I'm gonna keep them separate.
Okay. I'm keeping them together. So do I go again because you're saying that 2 is yours? Your pick?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The next one I'm going with is Elf.
Okay.
Of course. Has to be in there. Also New York City. But I love Will Ferrell. I really do. I know a few people that don't like him. I guess I understand, but at the same time I don't. But I love that movie. It's so funny. He's so silly and over the top, and he just plays like the excuse me, the elf, like he's an elf. He has no idea what like human life is like. And he just plays that so well. Like he goes in the city and he's like fascinated by a revolving door. However, so am I.
Yeah.
He's like he's like picking off gum off the rails and stuff,
Yep.
and like disgusting. But like, it's just so good. He's just so silly.
It's the best coffee in the world.
Congratulations, you did it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
He's just so silly. He's just so silly, and I love it. I love it. I actually don't think I even got to watch it this year.
Okay. Well, actually, Elf is not on my Mount Rushmore, which I might be catching some flack for that one.
All right.
But I think it's definitely like number 5 for me. Like honorable mention
for you.
And this surprised me actually when you said you haven't watched it, because I was almost feeling like you said with the Christmas Story, I was getting a little fatigued of Elf this year. I felt like almost every night it was on like either free, like one channel at like the prime time, like 6 to 9 o'clock range. Like I felt like if I was flipping through, I knew Elf was going to be there, and then I was kind of like, I just saw it, or I just watched an hour of it last night. And I, like you said, I love it. So many classic moments. Obviously, him.
You're an angry elf.
Yeah. Decorating the whole store, calling out the Fugazi Santa.
Yeah.
All there's just so many great moments, and I definitely want to recognize it. But I'll leave Will Ferrell's face on your Mount Rushmore, and I'm gonna go with the Polar Express.
Oh, so good.
So good.
So good.
Is that another agree, or is that going on your honorable mention? Is that a little?
It was going to be an agree. However, I will let you take that one. I'll change it because I have 2 in the bank.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I love to talk about it here. So again, another classic. And I think I actually saw this is really random. Somebody's like Instagram caption yesterday was like a hot take. The Polar Express is my favorite Christmas movie. And I was like, that's not a hot take. I think that's a pretty lukewarm take. Like, I don't think
it gets enough recognition. Like, it doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah. Like, I think, sure, not a lot of people have it as their favorite, but I think, it's not that people dislike it really. I also have very fond memories of like reading the Polar Express book. I have the book version of it too. And just Tom Hanks kills it, as the ghost and the conductor.
Cats are going crazy. Oh my God.
Don't F with cats,
Yeah. I never want to see that show. Or rather. Sorry.
Yeah, and I think the other thing about it is that it really tells like a great story as well.
It does.
Of believing in Christmas, which can then obviously be taken in some other directions as well. But then the little kid and like the little songs that they do, it's just a great time.
We even featured the girl on the train in one of the weeks. Her little
hunchback of the North Pole.
Yeah, I also think that like how amazing it's like put together. Like you think about it, I had to fact check it. I looked; it was made in 2004. So like 2004 to be able to put those animations together is actually pretty incredible.
Yeah.
and it still like holds to.
It also, it has a pretty unique
16
animation
years
style,
later.
I think.
I agree. But
I haven't seen a lot of movies that are in that style where it's like kind of lifelike in a way, but still obviously cartoon at the same time, and obviously the annoying kid with the glasses.
Yeah, with the glasses.
It's classic.
He had like a nasally
Classic.
voice too, right? I can't remember like his name or anything. Yeah,
the know-it-all guy. Oh, this is the
yeah, that's how he sounded.
Yeah.
That's how he sounded. I'm going. Here it is. This is where the controversy starts. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I already started it with the Christmas story here.
Yeah.
But the next one on here is Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie. Okay. It is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. It takes place at a Christmas party. There's a tree there. He says he sends the dead guy down in the elevator. He says like ho ho ho. Like, it's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, so I have a few things here.
Okay.
I'm gonna refer to your Twitter
Okay.
and call out.
I'm scared.
And call out your judgment a little bit on what is and what isn't a Christmas movie. Because yesterday you said Harry Potter's a Christmas movie.
All right, I'm throwing it out there now. Sugar Honey Iced Tea. That was gonna be my fourth one.
Okay, all right.
That was gonna be my fourth one.
So two of your
controversy.
So two of your Christmas movies aren't Christmas movies.
But they are.
Because they have. Okay.
They say in Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, my favorite one, they acknowledge Christmas. They say Happy Christmas. I guess that's the English way. They say it more than once. They exchange gifts. They talk about going away. It's a Christmas movie.
Yes, there is Christmas in the movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Well, I actually have a...
Change my mind. You can't, actually. You can't.
Oh, no. I was actually just going to say I have a sin to confess, I guess. I've never seen Die Hard.
Holy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably the greatest Christmas movie ever.
Okay.
Well,
so I can't really weigh in. I can't really weigh in. So I would just say, sure, I guess it is a Christmas movie. But I can say Harry Potter is not a Christmas movie at all.
I do agree, but I thought it would still be fun.
Yeah. It is funny.
They had a marathon of Harry Potter on.
I watched two of them.
So did I. I watched the first and second, and
I watched the third and fourth.
Oh, look at that! And then the Bucks came on at 2:30, so I watched the Bucks annihilate the Warriors. Annihilate.
Let's go.
Doing all that.
Yep, just like it.
I think I just tore my rotator cuff doing that.
There it is.
I didn't stretch. I'm finished.
So yeah, we've talked a lot about Harry Potter, so I get that pick, if we're going to consider it. I mean, yeah.
It's my pick. It's my pick.
Yeah. And
I'm not changing my mind.
And what else do you have to say about Die Hard besides the greatest Christmas movie ever?
I mean, also Alan Rickman is in that too. He's I had one night, I don't know if you also saw it on my Twitter, where I put up a thread of villains and bad dudes that I really like. And to trigger, to remember some, not any that I had posted, but just to look at, see what other people thought. I looked up best movie villains and stuff. And Alan Rickman, Hans Gruber in Die Hard was up there a lot. And I agreed. I thought it was really good. He's just he plays that boring, dick,
Yeah.
I guess he was kind of a terrorist, I guess, but he's got no, that was a miss. I'm sorry. I did you no justice. But he's just got that voice, that persona, obviously as Professor Snape too. He's a badass, let's say.
Yeah, he is.
R.I.P.
So that you jumped me. So
did.
now I'm on to my last one already.
Well, you
and
jumped me.
and I'm going one. You might have not seen this one, to be honest. It's a very, very old one.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. That's what it was from Die Hard. I had to look it up.
Okay.
They have a sweater of that. I might have to get that. Anyway.
It's a Wonderful Life.
My mom and I were talking about that yesterday, and maybe there's some more controversy. Never seen it.
Okay. Yeah. No. I actually, it's a
pretty old movie, right?
That's what I just said. Yeah, it's very old. 1946.
That is older than me.
Yeah, by 50 years.
A lot. I'm not gonna say that. The next line.
Okay. And this is actually like a newer. Like I only started watching it, but it's now been a tradition the past like 3 years or so.
To watch that.
To watch It's a Wonderful Life, and
I just thought of an honorable mention.
So
Sorry,
yeah, we're definitely going to talk about some honorable mentions, of course.
There's a couple.
And I think just it's a really great story. It also isn't. It could be debated. I think I saw somewhere that it was not necessarily made to be a Christmas movie, but there is a lot of
kind of like Harry Potter.
I mean, there's definitely more Christmas tie-in
in Harry Potter.
In It's a Wonderful Life than Harry Potter, but I think yeah, the whole movie is really great. It's all put together very well, and again, it's just like another kind of like oldie classic that I wanted
That's fair
to include. And yeah, George Bailey, what a guy. That's all I gotta say, really.
Going back to how more proof that Harry Potter is a Christmas movie, the Weasley sweaters. I already had started my Christmas list for next year. I want a Weasley sweater.
Wow.
The Weasley family sweater with big old M, right across. I want it. That's what I want.
I mean, you know what? I'm trying to think. It's like, well, what makes a Christmas movie? I mean,
that's a very good debate, actually.
Yeah, it is.
What is a Christmas movie? I don't really know. I think that's definitely a deep dive for another day.
Yeah.
But I think it could vary, really. I don't know. I'm gonna look into that, actually. What are the credentials?
Yeah.
It's a good shout. An honorable mention, I thought we mentioned it. Was it the Drake and Josh episode? The Drake and Josh Christmas, of course.
Oh, of course. Gotta bring that up. We just talked about that last week. If you did not check out that episode, Dinner Date with the Nisto Bros with Drake and Josh. We talked a little bit about Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. An absolute. I actually didn't get to watch that this year either.
Neither did I. So many.
But I mean, I can still watch it. I can still watch, today or
yeah. Watch it year round.
Yeah.
Slide on the set, please.
The my honorable mention was The Grinch.
I have more. Which one?
So I think I'm gonna go back to the classic again, like the original animated one in like I think it was like the 60s or 70s or something. Sam will like
that answer. Yeah. I have her Mount Rushmore here. I'm going to read it.
Okay. But however, I just wanted to add, I don't think that the live action is that bad.
I agree. And Sam's also very passionate that she hates that version.
But yeah, I don't think it's that bad. And also the new animated one isn't that bad either.
I haven't seen it actually.
Tyler, the creator, did some of the soundtrack, so you should probably watch it.
GOAT. Sorry, take that one back. I like him, but he's not the GOAT.
Very good of all time.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that was another one. I'll read Sam's because I think there's another honorable mention in there. So her Mount Rushmore is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the OG cartoon she put. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I will not debate this, she said. Home Alone and Elf.
Okay.
Home Alone 1 or 2 or both? Okay, she says 1.
Wow.
That's
We have all.
correct, too.
We have all of the.
All of them. All of the real
covered.
ones, not the third, because that one's fake.
Okay.
It's fake. Fake.
Nightmare Before Christmas, definitely an honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
I watched it for the first time this year on Halloween or around Halloween.
Me too, actually.
Still don't have a
that's
real
funny.
opinion on it, so that's why I'm not saying much. Go ahead. You're gonna say what I was gonna say, so go ahead.
No, I don't think I was.
I don't know. Let's see what we're gonna say.
I was gonna shout out the again. I guess maybe I'm just a little sucker for the classics, just like the Frosty the Snowman.
That's
Rudolph,
what I was just gonna say.
Rudolph,
the Charlie Brown, the ones they play like one time. They play it once all year, and it's like if you miss it, you're done. It's like maybe don't show A Christmas Story 57 times in a day, and maybe show Charlie Brown at least more than once a year. You dig?
I do dig that.
And Rudolph, the Abominable Snowman, Frosty, all that. Christmas Story, pop off next year.
You should talk to somebody about that.
I should.
I mean, personally, I would be okay with it not being the marathon if I noticed it was on more times throughout the year.
That's fair. Like,
I mean,
not throughout
the year,
the whole year.
Season.
Yeah. Like, December 1st, start rotating Christmas movies. Not one day of it, 24 hours, and not like 6 times in a day. I also don't know if that's even possible with commercials and stuff, but you know what I'm saying.
I think it was too much. Tight. I think it was tight. 2 hours. I think it was a tight 2 hours.
It's too much. It's too much for me.
So there it is.
There it is.
Do you have any other honorable mentions to?
I thought of another one, but I think we just rattled all of them off. But I was going to say, just leave your Mount Rushmore in the comments below, of course. If we missed any, let us know. And feel free to, jump on the bandwagon that Harry Potter is indeed a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I feel like that's honestly a very unique take. So if you can start getting that out there, maybe people will agree with you, or maybe people will send you a lot of hate mail, one or the other.
Yeah, I felt like this year people finally started coming around about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. Like all years prior, it was like, no, but this year it was like, you know what? Yeah, it kind of is. So now the new one is Harry Potter.
I think
the first one.
I think something interesting I saw recently, it was about something else, but like, if there is a debate to be had, usually like that means that there's some points, for it being like there's an argument there. So that means that there is a case. I put up
a pretty good argument.
It's not like it's just not even.
I think it has to, what classifies a Christmas movie as a Christmas movie. I think that's what would really be the make or break for, the Harry Potter argument, right? Of course.
Because, I'm struggling with it because I feel like the story is just too non-Christmas centric.
Oh yeah, the story has zero to do with Christmas.
Yeah, it just happens during it.
Yeah, but so does Die Hard.
Right. Well, but then that also it means that like the makers of the movie did that intentionally for some reason. Well, I guess in this case the book, but anyway, let us know. What do you think is a Christmas movie? You have the timer up. I think we're at like 45 minutes.
We are at 54 minutes and 33 seconds, but that's counting when we were talking prior. So I would probably say it's around 45 minutes.
Gotcha. Well, nonetheless, Merry Christmas. Share your Mount Rushmores, but I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Oh, I got a notification on Twitter. We'll check what that is later.
A little DM. Someone sliding in the DMs.
I wish, but no, it's just a little probably a like of some kind. So here it is. This tweet is from @JimHalpert __. Is that 2 underscores or just 1?
I think that's one.
Okay.
Looks like a one
That's a
for me.
big underscore to me. But
I think that's one. I think it's one.
I don't even know how to check.
You know what? I think you're right. I think you're two, because if you look over on the side, Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute is that's clearly one underscore, and Jim's is clearly longer. So yeah, either Jimmy Boy's packing those underscores, you know what I mean, or that's definitely two underscores.
Well, either way, his tweet was best ornament award goes to, and then it is a picture of Ryan,
the intern,
saying, "How's my favorite branch doing?"
That's so silly.
It's so funny. That's like a Nisto Bros joke right there. He's hanging on a branch, saying, "How's my favorite branch doing?" And obviously that's something he said during the show. You know, he
that's when he got like promoted. I think,
promoted to being like Northeast guy
somewhere
and
else.
So you know, he checks in on the Scranton branch. He's like, how's my favorite branch doing? But there it is. Just
that's funny.
It's just tweeted out on Christmas Eve. Ties into the Christmas theme of the episode we are doing. Just a real good laugh for the holiday season.
Yeah, I'd say it's kind of like the card that I got you. I don't know, the snowman.
Hold on.
You have a hand? You have a handy? He's got a handy
right here.
So the card I got Austin was it was very, very appropriate. It seems like it would have been a joke we would say on the pod.
I'm gonna read it right now.
He's got to read it.
All right, brother. I can't believe we're actually related. You would think having this much cool in one family would be illegal.
But you got to show it because they're snowmen. So you see, and they're wearing sunglasses. So that's instantly boosting your cool cred.
Yes.
It's silly.
It's very silly.
It's very silly. Speaking of silly. There it is. Speaking of silly, I was wondering, how much does Santa have to pay to park his sleigh? You know, because especially like, you know, the city areas, you know, you got to pay to park. You know, how much do you think he's got to pay to park his sleigh?
It'd probably be a few dollars, maybe.
Yeah, you
like
think so?
maybe $7. That's my guess.
Okay, $7. Actually, nothing. It's on the house.
Oh. Because he doesn't
because he parks it on your roof, guy.
Oh my goodness.
And then you say, "Oh, it's on the house. You know, it's free." You know, come on, that was good. That was good.
That was good. That was good. I have one that is not related to Christmas in the slightest. So that's how I like to do it.
Questionable.
So you know the saying, you know, never criticize someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe I'll do just that, because then that way you can criticize them. You'll be a mile away, and you'll have their shoes.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, that one's tough. But,
I like it only because of just how stupid that is.
Yeah. That one's very dumb, but
that one's a silly one
for sure. So glad we got some laughs on that one. I hope everyone understood it.
Yikes. Their shoes. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like you can criticize them. You'll be a mile away, which is a good thing. If if it's someone who you're trying to criticize, you probably don't want to be that close to them.
Right.
And then you'll have their shoes too.
That's funny.
Hopefully it's not like a woman and I'm in some high heels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully they're your size, because if they're too small, it'd be kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, you get the
Yeah.
Anywho.
Too much. Yeah. Anywho, come back next week, month, year.
January
The
2021.
The first episode of 2021, crazy, is going to be the Let's Make a Deal. That's not it. It's Let's Make a Making
Movies. Making
Like
movies,
that.
making movies, making $1 million movies. Prime
I
time.
did that because like it looks like I have no tooth here. See?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. It's like the glare.
Did you
I
get
do have a
punched?
tooth. I have them all. I
Oh.
do have them all. Believe it or not.
Let's do our little plugs for the end of the episode.
Yeah. So, frick, I forgot what it was. I was gonna try and do a little segue twist. Not working. Regardless, if you're feeling cheesy on this day after Christmas,
Boxing Day.
download the Cheesleys app. Use promo code Nisto Bros for $5 off orders of 25 or more. Promo code Nisto Bros. Cheesleys app. I don't know if talking into this. Does this sound louder? Okay,
Yeah.
good. So I don't have my.
It sounds like this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it actually sounds like that because I don't know how that sounds.
You don't know.
You were definitely in the mic though.
Okay, good.
And also, as we mentioned before, check out the Nisto Bros merch store, teespring.com/store/Nisto Bros merch. But there's also Nisto Bros brand.
Mm-hmm.
That there's also a link. So just click that. That will be easier. And yeah, don't forget to share this out, subscribe, comment, do all the things. If that face doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
It might scare you.
Oh, right.
Just do it. Okay?
Yeah, like Shia LaBeouf says.
What?
You know, like just do it.
Oh, yeah, the GIF.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
a
right.
video.
Yeah, I've always seen it as a GIF. I've probably used it.
Have you seen the video?
I don't think so. That's for.
Don't let your
It's for
dreams
another.
be dreams.
He's a great man, isn't he?
Well, actually, he's in a little bit of trouble right now, but
Is he? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, sorry.
we can talk about
Maybe
that
he's-
off cam. It's not
yeah,
really for the pod.
Off cam. Yeah, anyway, buy the merch. Frickin' frack. I thought I was gonna say something about the merch, but I completely forgot. Oh, I remember. If you are one of the greatest people that previously bought merch the first time that we did an order through Custom Ink, but now we have our own site. If you did buy some merch previously, keep checking your DMs because we're about to slide in them a little something special. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying about
That's
it.
it.
That's it. And if
Keep
you
your-
didn't, well, then that's your own fault. Maybe you should have freaking bought merch the first time.
Well,
Suck
buy
up.
some now, though.
Buy some now. Maybe you'll be rewarded.
So there it is. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and
Have a happy New Year.
yeah, all that good stuff. Don't drink and drive, and don't drink too much because you get sick.
Yes. Good advice. Good advice from the Nisto Bros.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. Peace.
That's all we got.
Love. Sip.
Eat. I'm never doing that again. Listen.
Okay.
I really hurt my finger there.